Adventist Home, Chapter 7. True love or infatuation. Love is a precious gift from Jesus, which we receive from Jesus. Pure and holy affection is not a feeling, but a principle. Those who are actuated by true love are neither unreasonable nor blind. There is but little real, genuine, devoted, pure love. This precious article is very rare. Passion is termed as love. True love is a high and holy principle, altogether different in character from that. True love is a high and holy principle, altogether different in character from that love which is awakened by impulse and which suddenly dies when severely tested. Love is a plant of heavenly growth, and it must be fostered and nourished. Affectionate heart, truthful, loving ones will make happy families and exert an elevating influence upon all who come within the sphere of the influence. True love versus passion. Love is not unreasonable. It is not blind. It is pure and holy. But the passion of the natural heart is another thing altogether. While pure love will take God into all its plans and will be in perfect harmony with the Spirit of God, passion will be headstrong, rash, unreasonable, defiant of all restraint, and will make the object of its choice an idol. In all the deportment of one who possesses true love, the grace of God will be shown. Modesty, simplicity, sincerity, morality, and religion will characterize every step towards an alliance in marriage. Those who are thus controlled will not be absorbed in each other's society, at a loss of interest in the prayer meeting and religious service. Their favor for the truth will not die on the account of the neglect of the opportunities and privileges that God has graciously given to them. That love which has no better foundation than mere sensual gratification will be headstrong, blind, and uncontrollable. Honor, truth, and every noble elevated power of the mind are brought under the slavery of passion. The man who is bound in the chains of this infatuation is too often deaf to the voice of reason and conscience. Neither argument nor entreaty can lead him to see the folly of his cause. True love is not a strong, fiery, impetuous passion. On the contrary, it is calm and deep in its nature. It looks beyond mere externals and is attracted by qualities alone. It is wise and discriminating, and its devotion is real and abiding. Love, lifted out of the realm of passion and impulse, becomes spiritualized and is revealed in words and act. A Christian must have a sanctified tenderness and love in which there is no impatience of the fretfulness. The rude, harsh manners must be softened by the grace of Christ. Sentimentalism to be shunned as leprosy. Imaginations, lovesick sentimentalism should be guided against us. Imagination, lovesick sentimentalism should be guided against us would be the leprosy. Very many of the young men and women in this age of the world are lacking in virtue. Therefore, great caution is needed. Those who have preserved a virtuous character, although they may lack in other desirable qualities, may be of real moral worth. There are persons who have for some time made a profession of religion who are, to all intent and purpose, without God and without a sensitive concerns. They are vain and trifling. Their conversation is of low honor. Courtship and marriage occupy the mind to the exclusion of higher and nobler thought. The young are bewitched with a mania for courtship and marriage. Lovesick sentimentalism prevails. Great vigilance and tactic are needed to guide the youth from these wrong influences. Daughters are not taught self-denial and self-control. They are pitied. Their pride is fostered. They are allowed to have their own way until they become headstrong and self-willed. And you are put to you with head to know what course to pursue to save them from ruin. Satan is leading them on to be a proverb in the mouth of unbelievers because of their boldness and their lack of reserve and womanly modesty. The young boys are likewise left to have their own way. They have scarcely entered their teens before they are by the side of little guys of their own age, occupying them home and making love to them. And the parents are so completely in bondage through their own indigency and mistaken love for their children, that they dare not pursue a decided course to make a change and restrain their two first children in this first age. Counsel to a romantic, lovesick girl. You have fallen into a sad error, which is so prevalent in this degenerate age, especially with women. You are too fond of the other sex. You are their society, your attention to them is flattering, and you encourage or permit a familiarity which does not always accord with the exhortation of the apostle to abstain from all appearance of evil. Turn your mind away from romantic projects. You mingle with your religion a romantic, love-seeking sentimentalism which does not elevate but only lowers. It is not yourself alone who is affected. Others are injured by your example and influence. The dreaming and romantic castle building have unfitted you for usefulness. You have lived in an imaginary world. You have been an imaginary martyr and an imaginary Christian. There is much of this low sentimentalism mingled with religious experience of the young in this age of the world. My sister, God requires you to be transformed. Elevate your affection, I implore you. Devote your mental and physical powers to the service of your Redeemer, who has bought you. Sanctify your thoughts and feelings, that all your works may be wrought in God. Caution to a youthful student. You are now in your student life. Let your mind dwell upon spiritual subjects. Keep all sentimentalism apart from your life. Give to yourself vigilant self-instruction and bring yourself under self-control. You are now in the formative period of character. Nothing with you is considered trivial or unimportant, which will detract from your highest, holiest interest and your efficiency in the preparation to do the work of God as assigned you. Result of unwise courtship and marriage. We can see that innumerable difficulties meet us at every step. The iniquity that is cherished by young as well as old, the unwise, the unsanctified courtship and marriage cannot fail to result in bickerings, in strife, in alienation, in indigency, unbridled passion, in unfaithfulness of husband and wife, unwillingness to restrain the self-willed, inordinate desires, and in indifference to the things of internal interest. The holiness of the oracle of God is not loved by very many who claim to be Bible Christians. They show their free, loose conduct that they prefer a wider scope. They do not want their selfish indulgence limited. Guard the affections. Guard up the loins of your mind, says the apostle. Then control your thought, not allowing them to have full scope. The thought may be guarded and controlled by your own determined effort. Think right thoughts and you perform right actions. You have then to guard their affections, not let them go out and fasten upon improper object. Jesus has purchased you with his own life. You belong to him. Therefore, he is to be consulted in all things as to how the powers of your mind and the affections of your heart shall be employed. God bless you. Let's meet to the next chapter.